Hello, hello, hello. It's Friday and it's time for the Cool Crone Oracle. Welcome, everybody. And yes, I did drink coffee today, and this is why I'm talking so fast. Okay. So, I don't usually drink coffee, but today I made an exception because today I ended a job that I really didn't like. So I'm very happy to be out of that job. And I want to go around the circle and let everybody say hello. And so I'm going to start with Marina. Hi, Marina. How are you?
Hello, Colleen. I am very well, thank you. And thank you for having me
Of course.
back on here. I enjoy this. I enjoy reading with all of you guys.
Same.
So yeah, looking forward to doing this. I'll be on right after this show. I'll be on again with Colleen for PoliTarology.
Yay!
Then at 8 p.m. tonight, Allie is going to join me for a story in the cards. It doesn't get any better than that for a Friday the 13th.
Yes, Friday the 13th. Indeed,
Yes.
indeed.
You're
Thank
busy.
you. And thank you for being here. And thanks for jumping in for PoliTarology. I really appreciate that. And Cleo, how are you?
I'm good. I just looking forward to today's show, and then also looking for a show that immediately follows this show, PoliTarology, which Colleen decided to do that at last minute. So if you didn't hear about it, you're hearing about it now. And if you want to get in on what we think about politics, go to that one. But no, for right now, I'm into let's do personal readings.
Yes, personal readings. We want to give everybody their personal readings, and then in PoliTarology, we'll get gnarly. Okay.
Yes.
And hello, Val. I feel like I haven't seen any of you.
It's been so long that I almost was starting to forget your face. But I have to say, everyone, if you haven't, check out Colleen's new website because you are going to fall in love with that. I absolutely adore it. So go. Is it the Cool Crone Oracle? Is that?
No, it's just the coolcrone.com. Thecoolcrone.com.
So thecoolcrone.com, everyone.
Everything.
Go there and check it out because I'm going to tell you, it is so beautiful. It's beautiful. And sign up for things that you may be needing the rest of this year. So I also want to let you know that I have an Akashic record reading class coming up on July 19th, I think. But you can still sign up for that. And for all of you who may have been hesitating, it is for beginners to advanced, whoever feels the impetus. And you will go away reading the records.
Yeah, so, I can verify that. I took the class and I didn't think I could, and then I did. And so
absolutely.
Val is a really good teacher. Is anyone teaching that with you, or are you doing it solo?
I do it solo. So, but thank you for that, Colleen. I appreciate that. Really, and don't forget to check out the coolcrone.com. Phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Gerald, sweetheart, how are you?
I am well, all the better for being here, sharing this space with all of you. Please do the things where you like and subscribe to all of the channels, because that way you'll find out what's going on. Like I have readings tomorrow. I have readings on Monday. I have a great show on Tuesday where we're talking about duality in the tarot. I've got a creativity conversation on Wednesday. Just subscribe, because that's what all the cool kids are doing. And we know you're one of the cool kids. You're here.
Goes with that.
That's right. So I hope you know me. I'm Colleen Pearl, the Cool Crone. And yes, I have a new website that is up, and I have all sorts of cool things up there. It does, ironically, it has a link to this channel, but also, that's where my memberships are. So if you really want to support me and my channel and my work, that's where you would go to do a membership. And it's got lots of nice things on there that you can get. I also, in addition to doing just readings like tarot readings and Egyptian card readings and things like that, I also offer a free 15-minute question just to find out what kind of reading you want. So if you need that, you can sign up for that on my website, and all sorts of other stuff. So enough about that. Okay, so we are going to focus on family issues? Are they a blessing, a curse, or both? And so to get your question answered about family, just put hashtag family in the chat, and then you will automatically be entered for each draw. We will draw for a few questions. Should we do one person, one question, or two people, one question?
Let's do two.
Two. So two people, one question. So we'll pick three people at a time. And once your name is shown on the screen as a winner, then if you would go in the chat and type in if you have a specific question or just general, that would be great. So you don't need to put in a question, just hashtag family. And then once you're picked, then you can put in the question. I think that's simple. And then we know what's going on. You know what's going on too. All right. So without further ado, do we have like three people to put in family, or do we have a few more?
But wait a minute. We actually put in, there are people, there's 7 entries. So shall we just go?
Yeah, those 7 people, they got a good chance.
Yes, they do.
Yay, Teacher Barbara. Hooray. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pick another one.
And I'm writing these down for you, Colleen.
Thank you very much, Gerald.
You're welcome. If you see them here in their question, go ahead and star them.
Okay. Oh, my lights just went out. Lovely. While you pick the other person, I'm going to turn the lights back on. I don't know why they went out.
Tammy, all right. And then we have next in.
Artist Liz.
Okay. All right. So everybody who has been selected, Teacher Barbara, Tammy Aldrich, and Artist Liz, go ahead, and we are doing readings about family. And so put your question into the chat in capitals so that we can get it. And I've got 3 names. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's good. And I'm just going to have start with Marina and Cleo. And I'm going to go off camera and fix my lights so I'm not distracting everybody. Okay? So just go ahead and have a good time. I'll be right back.
And so Teacher Barbara is first, and Teacher Barbara said, it is only about family. I have a lot of stuff going on. My dad is in hospice, and they have clarified my question is general about my family.
Okay. Oh. All right, I guess I'll start. Barbara, the card that I'm picking up for you is this is draining. It is a very draining situation. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself. You're not being selfish if you say, you know, I need an extra hour to get something done. Particularly when you have when you're dealing with family, sometimes it's difficult to say no. So this, make sure that you don't drain all your energy, because then you're not going to be available for anyone else. So you need to take care of that. And the back of this card is the 9 of Cups. About desires. Things are going to work out, even though they may look a little hairy right now. They are going to work out. So look after yourself, and make sure that you're one of the other that you're looking after.
Yeah, and Teacher Barbara, I see the same kind of thing. I see there's a lot of people leaning on you, a lot of people kind of depending on you to get you through some of the things you're going through right now, especially about your dad. But, you know, I see good things for your dad, even though he's in hospice and stuff. I think he's more comfortable there than not being there, because now he doesn't have to depend on family or whoever to take care of him. You know, there's other people that do that, and that's their main job. And so that should help relieve some of the pressure off of you. On the other hand, I mean, I know that you've got other stuff going on because we've been reading about you for the last week. And, you know, you've got some good stuff going on. Right. I know your dad's at home, but, you know, to have somebody, so to have outside people coming in and helping is going to take some of the pressure off of you. But yeah, you got things going on with your job. So I suppose between, you know, you've got stuff that's emotionally difficult to handle, and you've got stuff that's, yay, this is happening. So you're kind of got a couple of things going on that is kind of tugging at you. But, you know, your main concern with family right now is your dad. And just know that it's going to be, you know, these things are always very difficult, but because he's got somebody else helping with this, that this will kind of relieve a little bit of the pressure for you, and it relieves a lot of pressure for him. He doesn't want everybody in the family have to deal with this, you know. So anyway, that's what I get. That, you know, you've got the stuff going on, but you're going to be able to handle it. People are looking up to you to answer questions for them, and you'll know what to do. Oh,
Right.
wow. He's violent. So we're like dementia or something. Yeah, then you definitely, it's a good thing that you've got somebody else there to help out. Yeah, you can't, nobody, you know, I went through this with my dad, and the family can't do, you just can't do anything because you're dealing, you don't know what you're dealing with. They're not dealing with dad. He's not dad anymore. He's something else. And so I feel for you. It's a lot of work. But you know, you're doing the best thing. I think you're handling it really good. So hang in there.
Okay. And then next up is Tammy. My question is, will my siblings ever wake up from the Trump cult? And this is for Val and me.
I had to unmute myself. Okay, my husband, I hope you don't hear it in the background. He's doing some carpentry work upstairs.
Oh,
But-
yay.
Yay.
Yeah, it is for me, so I can't really complain. But I keep myself muted most of the time. I just have to tell you, Tammy, this is a tough one for you. I know. And you love your siblings, and you want to have a good relationship and rapport with them. And I totally get that. And you know, it's kind of it's a tough thing. But right now, the guides and angels are very clear. You're on your own journey, and it's you listening to your inner guidance and making sure that you protect your energy, surround yourself with light, and also keep that higher connection, that higher consciousness, and energetic boundaries. It really is about maintaining your higher vibration, because they're reminding you you can't change anyone else. This is the big message for you. And even though you love them and wish them the best and see them in light, it is for you to just stay present in this moment and hold that space open. And even though, you know, you have a choice with this, life can be hard or life can be wonderful. So you get to shift your perspective and look at life in a wonderful way. I mean, not that you need to shift your perspective, but you have that choice every day and every moment to choose to look at things as a gift. Because when I look at your family, they're going to ride this out. They're going to ride it out all the way. Energetically at this moment, that's what's in the cards. But it doesn't mean it absolutely can't shift. But for you, maintaining your energy level and still loving your family and maintaining that connection through yourself, creating your energetic boundaries, because you love your siblings. They will need you when this all sort of cycles around at the end of the day, and it will, according to the cards, cycle through. And they're going to go through a lot of angst over this, and they're going to be in, just in psychological confusion, and you're going to not be able, you're going to not lord it over them. You're going to just be this beautiful space they can sit with, and maybe you will never bring it up to them, because you will be that safe place they can go to and have that, can carry on your relationship with them in that way. So I hope that helps you, Tammy. Thank you for asking.
Tammy, as I was holding your question in my mind and shuffling cards, the Two of Cups popped out. There is, as Val was saying, they are your siblings, they are your family, and you can hold them in compassion and love them. Holding space for them is one thing. I also got for you the need for you to be, it's the Page of Swords, understand how you speak about this with them is going to be very important. There are choices going to be showing up for everyone. This is the Chariot, and things are going really, really fast for them. The last card I have for you, Tammy, is the Tower. So this can be very damaging for everyone, especially siblings. As you are working to maintain, holding space will be important through all of the difficulty. Everybody is on their own energetic journey, as Val was saying. Keep in mind how you approach things will figure out how things will be moving forward.
Exactly.
Those are both very, very nice readings. I know it was a difficult.
It's a hard situation.
Yes.
Okay, so we're on to Artist Liz, and I threw some cards for Artist Liz, and I see that this is also a very difficult situation for you. There will be changes. There will be changes to the dynamic this summer between you and your sister. One or both of you will have kind of announcements about new things that are coming up in your life. You may be consulting one another about trying to plan different things in your life. I don't know if there's an age difference. I kind of perceive that she's an older sister maybe, and there's a little bit of age gap there. Like me and my sister, there's a tremendous age gap.
Oh, brother.
I know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're pretty close in age, actually. But anyway, for you, I can see that probably the two of you are going to be kind of tiptoeing around all of this issue and not really wanting to jump in and have any sort of truthful conversation or confrontation about it. But I think in the end you will have one, because you'll need to. There'll be an emotional need for the two of you to unburden, and especially for you. And one of the things that I also did is I pulled an oracle card for you, and I got Death and Rebirth. So you need to think about, what are you hanging on to in this relationship, but also perhaps you're feeling like you should let something go, some past criticism or a past imagined hurt or real hurt, but maybe not. Maybe it's not, maybe you're not ready to let it go. And maybe that's exactly why you need some conversation with your sister to work through this. And you guys are friends at the heart of this. You guys are very, very good friends. So you can talk to her honestly, and probably she will be understanding and compassionate in that arena, and not want to hurt you more, but help you come through it and heal from it. So know that you are the one who is going to transmute these emotions and transmute really the relationship, because you are the one who are going to change it so that you do feel equal with each other, right? It's really up to you. It's not up to your sister. So, kind of a big deal for you, but I feel like it's going to be very, very enlightening, this whole journey that you go through with her this summer. And there's, I got to tell you, there's not, there's only one major arcana here, and that's the one that says that she is going to be very gentle with this whole conversation, or sets of conversations. There may be many. So don't be afraid of it, but don't force yourself to do something you're not ready to do, and just allow and see what happens. Okay? What do you have, Marina?
Well, I got the King of Cups, which is about wealth and status. I also got the Ten of Cups, and this is about your values, what it is that you're going to be bringing to the conversation. I also pulled the Nine of Swords, which is worry about this. So, excuse me, the message that I got from these cards, Liz, is you spending time worrying about how your sister is going to perceive something is going to do nothing except give you an ulcer. Because if she's not on the other side worrying about what it's doing for you, you can't do things for other people. So I think emotions are going to run high with the King and the Ten of Cups. But there is a way out. And maybe one of the ways sort of out of this is to be approachable, but don't worry about it. Don't obsess about it. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, that's fine too. You look after your emotions, and you look after things that are important to you. And you decide to see, like Colleen said, you decide to see yourself as equal to your sister. You get to determine that, not someone else. So that's what I got.
And artist Liz, you said that your sister was 5 years older. That's the same with me and Colleen. Of course, the older, the wiser is the way I look at it. But you know what? I'm feeling like there might be is there a little sibling rivalry going on there with you and your sister? Because if there is,
Oh, there's not. Oh, sorry.
if there is, you should just all let it go, because life's too short. Please, you're just really lucky to have a sister. I'm lucky to have Colleen as a sister, and I don't, I support her in every goofy thing she wants to do.
That's true. That's true. She does. She does really support me in every goofy thing she does. But I also feel I'm very lucky to have her as a sister. And I know that when we were trying to set up our contracts, we did a fucking great job picking each other. Just got great for us to be in lifetimes together.
Perfect.
All right. So we're picking some new people?
We are. And
Hey,
if
let's go
people
for it.
would like to get in, please make sure to #family. So we're picking the next 3.
Yay, Ellen.
Ellen R., please type in your question related to family. And then we have Brina 41.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, Kathleen C. So go ahead and type in your questions. And for those of you who may have forgotten, I am putting the link in for the show that follows this one tonight. It's the PoliTarology. So Colleen didn't know that I was going to do that, but she made me co-host, so I'm going to be promoting all her stuff. So, all right. All right. Ellen R. And so
Where are these people putting in their questions?
I'm not sure because I've got Brina's question.
Oh, okay. I just didn't see that one. Wow. Okay. General energy.
And so this is going to be for Val and I, the first one, the first reading.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is Ellen R. as it came up, but
But we don't see her in here now.
Who's the last one, Gerald?
Kathleen C.
Okay.
So Ellen R., Brina 41, and Kathleen C. are up in that order. We're just waiting for Ellen R. to put their question in, and Kathleen C. This is a great opportunity for everybody to like and subscribe. Give a thumbs up to the video. I got Kathleen C's. Thank you, Kathleen. So I have not seen Ellen R.
Yep.
Let me see if they are in chat. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay.
You know, I just wanted to add to the thing for artist Liz and her sister that she said that her sisters really hurt her in the past. And so I just want you to know, I get a distinct feeling that there's something about, because of your creativity, because of what you do, there's a little bit of jealousy about that. So maybe that's part of the problem. But, you know, I'm just picking up little bits and pieces of things. Maybe that's not it, but that's what I feel, that there's a little bit of jealousy, and you know, she's turned it on you, and it hurts your feelings. But you know, what can you do if you're just super creative? You're just super creative. There's no, you can't get around that. So okay, so who are we? We're going for Ellen R, and she still hasn't shown up, or did she show up?
No, so maybe we should go ahead and do Brenna 41 and then come back to Ellen.
Okay.
Is that okay? So Gerald, that's you and me, right?
Oh, good.
Brenna?
Yep. Do you want me to? Okay, so we're doing Brina.
Yeah, we're going to do hers while we wait for Ellen to type in.
Okay. What is the general energy between my sister and me?
So you and Colleen are doing the reading on this?
Yeah.
Not me and Val. Val, are you getting confused about who's doing what? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry about that. Yeah, Brina's stuff was coming in fast and furious, and I got a whole reading on her. Didn't even have to throw a card.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Talk.
Yeah, go for it.
You know, what was coming in, Brina, she feels like she's an older sister, although she may be younger and just seem older in her energy. But she really looks at you a bit with envy because you seem like you are, funny, like artist Liz, creative, and you seem like you can get things done a lot easier. You flow through things, and you're able to flow through life in a more graceful and flowing way. And she looks at you and goes, she thinks life is treating you way too easy. But it's really your perspective and how you flow through life. It doesn't mean she doesn't love you, but she does feel like, what? How is she doing that? And like you have some superpower. So what I can say is it's for you just to be who you are. It's not like you have to hide who you are or what you do. This is for her growth that she's going through this. But she's able to see that because you have a personality that is much more an artist kind of personality, and she has more of a fixed kind of personality. More, I don't want to use the word rigid, but she doesn't think out of the box as many times as you do. And so it doesn't flow the way you flow with your life. You flow intuitively. You move from that. And you feel that heart energy connection with your sister and really with everyone. So that's what you're probably feeling when you feel a little bit of disconnect, or you don't feel that same back and forth that you feel. So I hope that makes sense for you, Brina. Thank you for letting me read, you guys.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That was great. Gerald, do you have anything?
I do. There is absolutely some challenges between the two of you in the sense of there's this, one of you is always thinking about doing the next thing, and one of you is overthinking it. So one of you gets really excited and the other gets overthinking it. I got 2 3s. I got the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. And in between these is the Hierophant. So there's rules and structures in your mind about how one should operate. And if you are the oldest, you should be respected and adhered to what is being said. Well, that's not necessarily true. I think the energy is there's an opportunity for you to go, let's figure this out, because both of you are pretty intelligent. You just approach it a little differently. So that's what I have.
I feel the same kind of thing. Just that so one of the two of you is more a person that struggles and takes things in more internally, where the other one, and I think it's Brina, is she just she lets things flow easier, and she just kind of moves right along with it. It doesn't have to be a big issue with her where she has to take everything in internally. She just moves on. So if one or the other is not understanding that, it's like, how can you be that way? Instead of just accepting it, which the other one would be like, well, whatever, I am what I am. So I don't know, but I do see some struggles in the past. There has been some stuff going on in the past that may have made a difference about how you guys look at each other, or how you feel about it. Not how you feel, you care about each other, but how you view one another.
Yeah, that's why she's angry, because it just seems like your life is so easy for you.
Yeah.
She follows all the rules. What the heck's going on?
Yeah, and she's still struggling.
And she's
the other one
struggling.
is like, what are you worried about?
So this is not something that you can fix for your sister. Your sister has to come to her own realization about this. And while you may be the irritating mirror in front of her, this is her lesson, not yours. So, all you can do is love her and be her sister and support her in what she does. And, if she's going to get mad about stuff once in a while, you might just ask her why, and maybe gently point out that that's you. I'm not doing anything to you, if you can, but gently, So Ellen R. has not put her question in, so we all know what that means. Oh, Ellen, you're forcing me to bring out the gong. Okay, here we go.
Ellen R., come back to the chat. Come back to the chat. We need you now. Come back. Come back. We need you now. Come back to the chat.
So let's see if that had any effect. None whatsoever. Had no effect. Although I did enjoy doing the gong. So.
That allowed Norm Gilbert to come in, and Gigi's Unhinged, and several other people to come in. So this is good.
Okay. Well, did we do the 3 except for Ellen? Did we do the 2 people? Or?
No, we have Catholic C.
Okay. So that was going to be Marina and Cleo?
I
Yes.
thought it was going to be, yeah,
Actually,
Cleo and I, but
whatever
That's-
you want to do, it was going to be you and Gerald by this time, but everything got cattywampus. Do
So,
what you want to do.
so
You want?
Gerald, you didn't read for anybody, right?
I did. I read for Brina.
Okay, so we're gonna have Marina and Cleo do this one for Kathleen C.
Okay.
all right. Huh. Be successful. Okay, Kathleen. I start off with the Four of Cups, that needing to kind of control things, and you almost have to give up on that. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You can't make it happen, even though as much as a mother, you don't want to see any estrangement with your child. They are on their own journey, and sometimes they need to learn things on their own. So if she has seen or grown up in an environment where there is any kind of conflict, for lack of a better word, kind of in the family, not only is she going to mirror that, but she's not going to be willing to kind of approach you to kind of talk about it. So I think the best thing to do is, because I also get the Four of Swords, so I've got two fours here, is to give her the space to approach you if that is what she wants to do, but let her come back to you on her terms, right? You can't make her do anything. If you do the old, well, I'm your mom, that she's just going to dig her heels in, because you're kind of the same personality. That's one of the reasons that you kind of rub each other the wrong way, is because you are basically the same kind of personality. So think about how you would want to be approached, and set it up so that she can approach you that way, because you are so similar. I hope that helps.
Yeah, and Kathleen, what I see is your whole family, actually. You've all got separate contracts. You've all got separate ways that you're going in this life. And for some reason, this happens to be, instead of a close family, you've got people going in different directions. And yeah, you can't really change anything with that. I don't think it's any one thing. I don't, your daughter and your siblings, I see that as two separate things, because that's a different relationships for all of you. Your daughter, yeah, she's just on a different path. I don't see her as being particularly angry or upset with you or anything like that. I see the same thing with your siblings. It just happens to be in your family that this is the way it's going, and you're just you've all got your own contracts, and you're all headed in a different direction. Nothing to be really taken personally. But I could see with your daughter where you would like to have that be more of a relationship, and yeah, that's going to actually be up to her. I see that it could happen, but it could also be not so much. Actually, no, wait, I take that back. I take that back. I think your daughter thinks about you a lot more than you would ever guess. And so she might be the first one to make the move of trying to connect with you more. But I know that is a strange thing when people just, when you're in one family, but you're not really a family because everybody's busy off doing their own thing. So I feel like your daughter's going to approach you because she kind of needs, she needs something from you that she just didn't even realize that she need, it's like a support. She needs your support and your love, but she will be coming to you. I don't know the timing on any of this, but she will be coming to you. And see, I'm going through this little process right now of picking up different things about what's going on with you. And I see that, you do finally get together more with your daughter. With your siblings, I don't know if your siblings are also people that you haven't seen for a decade, but I think that what's really bothering you the most is that your relationship with your daughter, something happened and you would like to heal that. She would too, and she will when she's ready. But, just always keep the door open for her. There, that's about what I get for this.
Yeah, I'm just Cleo. I just want to mention, just be a little bit careful with your microphone. There were times where you were cutting out, and I don't know if you're like not quite facing it at times, or if something was going over the microphone thing. Because most of the time it was great, but just be a little careful with the direction of the mic.
Is it feedback? Is there feedback?
No feedback. It just got a little cut out and muffled a little bit, but just that's it.
It might have been just me mumbling.
No. But I wanted to say something about Kathleen. Two things. This is not a package deal. The thing with your 4 siblings is not, you fix one, you fix them all. And, obviously with your daughter, that's not, a package deal. But, you are at the center of all of this. So, you do need to try to understand your role in the estrangement. You might not have a big role. It might really be that it's all one-sided, but then again, there could have been an incident or an event or something, and so much time has passed. Isn't this water under the bridge? How can you make them see that? So there's a way to get through to this. Don't force things, but there is a way to get through and realize that each of your siblings may have their own take on the situation, but it is a long time. So you're all adults. Maybe you can get past it. Water under the bridge. Just saying. Okay. All right. Where are we? Does anybody know? Gerald, do you know? Where are we?
Currently we are we're not simulcasting. No. We did not hear from Ellen R. That I could tell. So we are ready to select some 3 more.
Okay.
So here we go. And so the idea of this is you've entered #family into the chat. Once you're selected, we want to see you in the
chat. Yeah, the Cool Crone.
Colleen,
I do not need a reading. It's okay.
Did you want to talk about your older sister?
Oh God,
I'm picking things up.
Oh God, no! It's just too painful. Go ahead. GG's. Yay! Okay.
All right.
We'll pick different people for these. Go ahead and pick another one.
Okay.
Don't forget, Gigi's Unhinged. Put your question in the chat.
And
Pure Joy Lynn. Yay.
And I may have Gigi's Unhinged question in the chat, the outcome of my relationship with my mother.
Okay, great.
So, and then one more.
Yep.
Thank you, Gigi. Kelbell.
So Pure Joy Lynn and Kelbell, we need their questions, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And while we're waiting for their questions, let's figure out who's doing what. So, how did we end up?
I think it should be Val and Gerald,
Mhm,
and then you and I,
mhm.
and then Cleo and Val.
Okay.
Yep.
I could go like that.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you, Marina, for paying
You're
attention.
welcome.
Because I'm,
So we have Gigi's unhinged question. Pure Joy, Lynn, and Kel Bell. We're waiting for them to put it in. But how about I pop Gigi's unhinged question in there, and Val and I will start on that. I got you, Pure Joy.
oh,
Oh, I don't know what is going on with your relationship with your mom, because I don't feel it clearly, but whatever is going on, whatever is happening, there is a focus for unity. And, that internally from her, there is going to be divine timing for that. And I feel like she'll have some emotional clarity, and so will you, where you will have some heart openings, and your mother will have some heart openings, where there will be this knowingness that whatever has been in the way is now no longer important to you in any, or to her, to both of you, to your relationship. And that is really about the energetic sensitivity to what life is really about. And that is that unity, that love, and standing in the power of that. And your mom is going to be feeling that very strongly. And she's also having her guides and angels coming in, talking to her about that. So there's an inner sense that is coming in for her, to clear this relationship before she journeys forward. There is something about that happening for her. She is going to clear up some of this. And you're also coming into enhancing more of your clarity, more of your third eye awakening, embracing your intuitive abilities. So you're really going to sense what's going on here with her. So I feel like, yes. And when is this coming? You're saying when, but when? And it really is in divine timing. Everything is going to unfold. You got to trust in the universe's time about this, but she will call for you, and you will have this opening together where there's a lot of tears and a lot of letting go of stuff that you've both held, and it's going to be very cleansing and healing for both of you in so many ways. I can just feel it going on. So it is going to happen. You can look forward to that for sure. So thank
Wow.
you.
Nice.
So, Gigi, okay. There's going to be, you're doing a lot of reflection on this, your self-reflection. You're trying to understand it. What isn't happening, as I'm getting the sense of it, is right now, the other person is not looking deeply at themselves. So you're doing a whole lot of work. And by the way, it's good work. Keep doing that work. The challenge is when wait a minute. Gigi, I recommend that you've done your work. Stop overthinking it. Stop trying to go, well, I'm doing this, but you can't change the other person. And part of it is important for you to understand that You can only approach it for yourself, and you're doing your work, and you are doing your work, which is really, really important. The last card that I have for you is the Lovers. And the great thing about this is the Lovers is a card that talks about choice. It's also about feeling partnership and being supported as you need by people who can provide that support for you. I would actually really like you to understand that you looking at yourself with the Moon has been about supporting yourself. It's also about supporting the others involved because you're doing your work.
I love that.
And so it's important for us to remember, by doing our own work, we may not see others doing the work, yet our own work lifts everyone else up. When we shine our own light, it gives the ability for others to find their way if they choose.
That is perfectly said. And exactly how all of this is unfolding, her holding the space for her mom in that relationship. She's getting all of this on a spiritual level. And in her time, she will come and unfold and flower to this whole thing. So, all in divine timing. So I love that.
Yeah. So, okay. Thank you, Gigi. And next up, we have Pure Joy Lynn and then Kelbell, and we have their questions. Will my elderly mega mom and I ever see eye to eye on our country leadership again?
Oh, I shuffled on the wrong person. I shuffled on Cowbell. Does
Okay.
anyone have a thought about Pure Joy Lynn? Or do we want to do Cowbell?
Well, I pulled cards, but
For
it
who?
doesn't matter. For Pure Joy.
Go ahead.
Okay. So what I got for you was I got ground from the root. This is you know what's important to you. You know what it is that you want to see going forward. And you and your mom have a relationship that is there's a lot of history that is there between the two of you, because she is your mother, you are her daughter. That doesn't mean that you will always agree on things or always see things the same way. So I'm getting to fill your cup, look after the things that are going to make you happy, and maybe just decide that this is one area where you're going to agree to disagree. And that means maybe not bring it up, not talk about it, not try to kind of bait the other person. So if I think if you were to, if let's say she brings it up, you can say, Mom, you know what? We have varying opinions on that. So, rather than upset each other, let's just let it go. Let's talk about, this movie or something else that we've done. And just let her know that it's a conversation that you're not really going to engage in. And if you're the one that's bringing it up most of the time, stop. You're not going to change her mind. She believes what she believes. And the more that you tell her that she is wrong in her belief, the more that she's going to be determined to show you that she's older than you. She's been around the block. She's faced this before. And so there's no wiggle room. So trust yourself when as you're going forward. Trust your feelings, but just let this one go. Let this one go. In the grand scheme of things, you're going to believe what you believe. She's going to believe what she believes. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? That's your choice.
Wow.
May I piggyback on this one?
Yeah, go.
Okay. Okay, are you ever going to see eye to eye? I got the 7 of Wands. Notice the big hand. Stop trying to push it. It's not going to work. And so the other cards that I have really do reflect what Marina said. Stop trying to make something work that's not going to work. Also, it's something important to remember, and this is for entertainment purposes only. This is a Gerald life lesson. I can love someone and disagree with their opinions.
Yes.
And that's okay. Understanding that that's where it is, it really allows my brain and my understanding of the relationship to shift. Okay, this is what I can offer, and this is what I'm going to get in return. So that's that.
And that conversation that Marina was talking about, where you have to set up a few boundaries with your mom, understand that may just be a foreign concept to her. Her being able to set up a boundary. So maybe you choose a safe word so that, when something comes up that you both don't want to talk about, you're like, chicken fingers. No, not talking about that. Chicken fingers. Some kind of a signal that's funny, that can break the ice, break the tension, and keep you guys focused on positive, loving things. Just a little practical suggestion for how to have those conversations. Can
I throw in my 2 cents?
Please do, sis.
This is really, really a good question. And there's a lot of people that are going through this, that some family member has their opinion that goes against what they're thinking. And I think that just like the strangeness of the political climate that we are in, I think in the end, and it's going to take a while, but this is going to affect a whole lot of people, because it's going to turn out much differently than it appears right now.
Yes.
And some people may have to step back, or I think some people are just going to be really surprised. And then I think that it's going to heal these rifts between family members, or even between friends, and that that's such a weird thing going on. But yeah, trying to change somebody's mind right now, particularly Mega, forget it. It's not going to happen. But look forward to a different thing happening eventually. And I think a lot of people will actually come together from it. Like, okay, I thought wrong, or I thought right, whatever, and they're going to get over it. But it's going to take some time. So I see a healing process for everybody out there that's having this kind of problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yay. It's already 8:00 and we have to move on to the next show, but I don't want to skip Kelbell's reading, and I did throw some cards for her. So basically, Kelbell, there's an acknowledgement here of all the work that you have done, and your question, can I finally relax? Yes, the answer is yes. However, I want you to think about this card, the mirror. I hold the mirror up to see, accept, and love all of me. So I want you to really work on accepting all the dark, ugly, gooey, weak, strange parts of yourself. And when you really are loving yourself, the family issues will start to come around. Because one, you can't control them. They can't control you. All you can do is be yourself, but love yourself. Don't bring yourself to them with apologies for what you are. Bring yourself to them with, I love all of me. I'm effing weird, and this is who I am. And that's it. Okay? All right. So thank you, everybody. I hate to rush off the screen, but we are going to be doing a PoliTarology here imminently. I just need time to close this broadcast and start the next one. So I hope you'll all join in or tune into that. And thank you, everybody, for coming to the Cool Crone Oracle. Thank you, Marina and Cleo and Val and Gerald. And you guys are just great. And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Bye for now.